Hey everyone, James here from American Drifter, here to give you another sling bag review. Today we're going to be checking out the 511 LV10 sling bag. I've been interested in this bag ever since it was named Best Bag of SHOT Show 2019 last year, and I just picked this bag up around 6 months ago. And I feel like enough time has gone by and I've had enough experience with this bag to give my honest thoughts to see if it'd be a great bag for you and your everyday carry. Let's dive in and see what this bag has to offer. Here is the 511 LV10 sling bag, and in case you didn't know, LV stands for low-vis. This bag comes in 3 colors, black, blue, and the tarmac version featured here, which in my opinion resembles olive drab green, which if you've been watching this channel for a while, you know that I love neutral colors, so obviously I went for this color. For this review, I'm going to start from the exterior of the bag and work my way to the internals. Let's start off first with this outside pocket. And as you can see, I have a 32-ounce Nalgene stuffed in here. And the cool thing about this pocket is if you're not using it, there's a button located right up top here, and you're able to cinch that down and pinch it in, and then use these sustainment straps and just kind of lock that pocket in so it looks more streamlined. You also have these sustainment straps on the top and bottom of the bag to kind of lock in that load and get a more tailored fit while you're carrying it. It's also worth noting this bag has 2 tuckable labels. There's one right here, which I've already placed in the tuckable pocket, and there's also one on the strap, and I'll get to that one in a moment. The first pocket is right here, secured with a zipper. And as you can see, it's a fairly large pocket. I'm able to stick my whole hand in there, and the pocket runs the length of the exterior part of the bag. The next pocket is right up here, also secured with a zipper. You just open that up, and this pocket is intended for those sensitive items. It's got this soft felt-like lining, so this would be a great pocket for sunglasses. This bag does feature 3 handles, one on the top, one on the side, and also one on the bottom of the bag. Now let's move to the back of the bag. This is the back part of the bag, and they've included this extremely large strap that goes across your body. And just to give you an example of how large this strap is, here's a $1 bill. And as you know, a $1 bill is exactly 6 inches in length, and this strap is almost 6 inches at the start of it. And I just found that to be pretty unnecessary, especially considering the fact that when you're carrying this bag, your shoulder's mostly riding right here. So this is kind of bulky and unnecessary in my opinion. Let's go a little further down the strap. And as you can see, they've included these adjustable points for the side sustainment strap. This does slip out of the sleeve here, and you are able to take it out and move it up a little higher if that would be more comfortable for you. I would add that this side strap is removable. There is a C-clip down here, and you just pull on it until it's released. Moving down the strap, as you can see, here is the second 511 logo, which I have tucked in the included pocket. And further down the strap, you can see there is a heavy-duty metal buckle in order to adjust the bag for your liking. And they have included this stretchy band in order to contain the excess of the strap. Here's the rear portion of the bag, and as you can see, they've included this breathable padding. I've had no issues with this. It's very comfortable to wear, especially for long periods of time. And that's pretty much it for the exterior. Let's go ahead and move into the internals. Upon opening the bag, the very first thing that you'll notice are these 2 large mesh zippered pockets. And I thought this was a pretty cool design because they are deep enough to carry all your gear, and they also have about an inch left up top. If you do have a tall item, it will fit in there, no problem. And I've left the right side empty. On the left side, I've thrown in a bunch of medical supplies. You know, I've got combat gauze and a tourniquet and several bandages, so you are able to fit a bunch of gear in these pockets. Moving on to the main compartment, I've thrown in an extra set of clothes, and I have used this for an overnighter previously. So as you can see, I'm able to fit a full set of additional clothes in here, no problem. T-shirt and a pair of pants. And you do have a very generous area right here for any gear or clothing that you'd like to throw in. On the back portion of the bag here, there is a large MOLLE hook and loop panel. And as you can see, I've utilized this to throw a morale patch on there. But in the event that you did need a little bit more organization, you are able to throw a pouch that has MOLLE on the back and attach it to the back of this bag if you did have additional gear that wouldn't fit on this divider. Speaking of the divider, let's go ahead and move on to that. So as you can see, there are sewn in pockets. So I have got my wallet, hand sanitizer, pens, flashlight, and a couple pocket knives here. I do like the thought that was put into this. So there's a lot of included organization in this bag, so you don't have to go out there and buy additional pouches if you'd like to stay organized with your gear. Behind the divider is an additional sleeve. So I've just got an additional mask here and a gaiter. And if you wanted to keep some paperwork flat and keep it away from other items to keep it from getting messed up, I think this would be a great place for that. That does it for the internals of the bag. Let's go ahead and move towards the CCW compartment. This is what the concealed carry compartment looks like, completely opened up. And as you can see, you've got this regular bag material on the back of the bag, but on the door of this compartment, there's this nice hook and loop material. In the event that you did want to add a hook and loop holster, it is able to fit anywhere on this side of the bag. Now I went ahead and I removed the firearm just to show you the included strap that they have in the middle of this compartment. And it does have Velcro on the strap, so you are able to adjust this. And the point for this was to use your firearm of choice with a holster in order to clip it in here so that it's secure. But in my experience, I just found it to be not very sufficient. It had a lot of wobble, and I had to, most of the time, use both hands to get a good grip on the holster to remove the firearm. So for me, what worked best was using the hook and loop holster from VanQuest with my concealed carry weapon of choice. Before I wrap up this compartment, you'll probably notice these tabs on either end of the bag, and these tabs also have Velcro on them. And as you can see on the bag itself, there's also a place to adhere these tabs. So I went ahead and engaged that and closed the zipper on the bottom and then the zipper across the top. And the idea behind this is if you were in a life-threatening situation and you did want to access your firearm, you would quickly sling the bag across your front, grab both corners of the bag, and simply pull away, giving you quick access to your firearm. Let's finish up here with the pros and cons. We'll start with the pros. I really like the low-vis design. I like the thought that was put into the concealable tabs, both on the back and on the strap of the bag. I also like how much thought they put into the organization of this bag, the interior pockets, and the zipper compartments. So lots of options there if you are carrying a lot of gear. Now moving on to the cons of this bag. The first one I would say is the fact that I feel like it's a bit overbuilt and could use some refinement. As mentioned before with the strap, the shoulder strap, I feel like it was just unnecessarily large and not very practical. And just some other parts of the bag, they just kind of feel like they're overbuilt, you know, especially having 3 handles. I feel like it's over the top. And especially if the bag's laying down, if you're, you know, driving or whatever and you reach to grab it. The bag design is very uniform, so if the bag's laying down, this could very well look like the top of the bag. So when you get your vehicle, you pull this, thinking it's the top, and then you're carrying your bag upside down, and things on the inside tend to move around when you do that. The final con with this bag is the concealed carry compartment. I found that strap in the middle to be very unpractical. and I have tried it once before, the holster, and I had an issue where my firearm just kind of fell out of the holster in that compartment. So I feel like that part could use a redesign. The real question is, would I recommend this bag? And I would say it's a matter of priorities. If you're looking for a sling bag that has 13 liters of space, has included organizational compartments, and also has a concealed carry compartment, then this would be a good choice. However, if your main priority would be quick weapon deployment, 13 liters of space, and options to add your own organizational pouches or compartments, then I would definitely go with the Vertex Transit Sling. As I said before, I've been using this bag for many months now and felt like I gave it an honest test, but just my opinion, I feel like it could definitely use some refinement, and it just doesn't match up with my priorities. So I am going to be moving away from this bag to test out other bags, not only for myself, but also for you. That was my review of the 511 LV10 sling bag. If you found this review helpful, please do me a favor and hit that like button. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't done so already, and I will see you in the next video.